Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to welcome all our guests here today. Thank you all for attending the graduation ceremony for the 315th Basic Training class. My name is Mike Satterley, and I'm the class coordinator and senior instructor of police for the 315th Basic Training class. At this time, I ask that you join me in welcoming today's graduates, the 315th Basic Training class. Members of the 315th Basic Training class and ladies and gentlemen, please rise or remain standing and direct your attention to the McPherson Police Department Honor Guard for presentation of the colors and the national anthem. 315th, right face. 315th, left face. Please be seated. The Wall of Honor was designed as a reminder of those KLETC graduates who have died in the line of duty. The Wall of Honor preserves their memories and gives families, friends, and law enforcement officers the opportunity to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, we will observe a moment of silence to honor those 29 KLETC graduates no longer with us. Thank you. Members of the 315th Basic Training Class, you're here, graduation. You've made it. Hasn't always been easy. You started your journey back on June 19th, and I'll ask you to remember back to the beginning. I spoke to you about challenges, failure, what the growth zone looked like, how to get real growth, and even promised that we might have some fun over the next 14 weeks. I can stand here today and positively say that I am proud of the individuals that sit here on this stage and make up Basic Class 315. I'd like to leave you with a few rules, not only to consider as you start your law enforcement careers, but also rules for life. 1, there is no entitlement. Earn everything. Hard work over handouts. Don't expect anything to be given to you. You must work for it. 2, to get, give. Always extend your giving hand first. This goes along with being a servant leader. Serve your community as well. 3, always exude grit, gratitude, and go. Put yourself out there. Learn by making mistakes. Gratitude is so powerful. Be thankful and show gratitude often. Prefer pain. Comfort is a slow death. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. Change does not come without challenge. Never stop challenging yourself. Never settle. Continue to train, learn, and get better at this profession. 5, if you risk nothing, you risk everything. Risk is scary, but regret is terrifying. You must take some risks, calculate them, and then go. Luck favors hard workers. Make your own luck. I don't believe that luck just comes our way. Work hard and always put the work in. If you put the work in, rewards will come your way. 7, die growing. Growth to the grave, if you will. As you start your careers, growth will come at a pretty fast pace, but never stop growing. Seek it. 8, plan your day. No plan means no progress. 9, choose effort over excuses. Your effort will repay you way more than any excuses. And 10, you are who you surround yourself with. Surround yourself with the people that you want to be. This step of basic training may be ending, but your careers are just beginning. The learning should not stop. Again, continue to challenge yourselves and never settle for just okay. Push yourselves every day and learn something new every day. And as I've said to many other recent graduating classes, you've joined this profession at a time when it's not easy. I encourage you to use the tools that you've been taught to help manage stress. Continue to use the tools that we've taught during yoga and continue to practice them. And always remember, if you ever need someone to talk to, I am here. Please reach out. On behalf of the KLETC administration and everyone here at KLETC, congratulations on completing basic training. I'd now like to invite Executive Director Darren Beck to the podium to introduce today's guest speaker.
I continue to be impressed by our class coordinators' speeches. They are remarkably better now that we have ChatGPT. And it wasn't, I'm just kidding. Dan Hawkins has represented the 100th district in the Wichita area in the Kansas House since 2013. Before joining the ranks of House leadership, Representative Hawkins served as chair of the House Health Committee, and he was elected majority leader prior to the 2019 session and served 2 terms in that role until he was elected Speaker of the House prior to the 2023 season. Representative Hawkins has been a small business owner since 1991, is a husband and father of 2. He served in the Kansas Army National Guard, 35th Division Artillery for 12 years and served on the board of directors for Higher Ground and the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Representative Hawkins holds a Bachelor of Science degree from Emporia State University. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the podium Speaker of the House, Dan Hawkins.
Well, it truly is an honor to be here today. There is nobody I revere more in life than the men and women of law enforcement that place their lives on the line for each one of us every single day of their career. We all should look up to them, and I'm really sorry that our world has changed the way it has. People no longer respect their teachers. They no longer respect their parents. They no longer respect law enforcement and all of those people who serve to make our lives as good as they can make it. And so to these gentlemen, I really hand my most heartfelt thanks for what you do and what you're about to do. You're about to enter into a life of service. And most people don't even have any idea what I do as Speaker of the House. Speaker of the House is a huge job in the fact that we have 125 members in the House, and it's like herding cats. Probably some of these folks think it's like herding cats during basic training, but I got to tell you, I think herding my cats are probably different than herding these cats. The Speaker of the House does a lot of things as far as running the House and making sure it runs properly. But really, it's about leadership. It's really about servant leadership. I really enjoyed what the first speaker had to say to the graduates, because it truly makes sense to live our lives exactly the way he placed it. And so it really meant a lot to me. But today in our society, service sometimes can be a difficult thing. It can be hard for us in Topeka, certainly. It can be hard for these men and women who are going to serve their communities simply because of some of the way our societies went. But I think that we can make the best of it if we always keep things in perspective. People look up to you. People look up to us. Most of us don't really know, as we go about our life, what we are doing, what people see. And I'm reminded back many, many years ago, I had an opportunity. I was actually buying houses and rebuilding them. And I was at a house in Wichita, and a young man, actually wasn't that young, he was probably in his 40s, came by, and he was really just kind of hustling a job. And I had some work for him to do, and so I put him to work, paid him, and he ended up over time becoming one of my best friends. He was a convicted felon. He was a person that had a tough time in life, and I saw more in him than what he saw in himself. He'd really lived a life on the street, but before he died, and he died at a young age, it really broke my heart when he died. Number one, he had found the Lord, but number two, he had turned his life around. He had a great job, and he'd become a productive person in society. And the only thing that he could possibly say to me that could ever mean anything more was when he told me, he says, "Dan, you probably saved my life because you believed in me when I didn't believe in myself." We don't always know how we affect people. And in the law enforcement profession, that's especially true. You know, law enforcement so many times meet people at some of their worst times in life. Some of the worst things that could happen to them, they're there and they're trying to pick up the pieces and help those folks through. And so how you present yourself and how you help those people truly can touch lives. And they do every day. Law enforcement truly touch lives every day. I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. I have a son-in-law that's a member of the Wichita Police Department. And I was telling the director a while ago, I said, he's really kind of, when I've known him for a long time, and he wasn't what I would consider the police type. He's not really an aggressive type person. He's kind of a soft-spoken person. And I just never imagined him becoming a law enforcement officer, but he graduated #1 in his class in Wichita. Probably, I guess he's probably been 4 or 5 years ago now. He hated being a beat cop. He really didn't like it at all. Couldn't wait till he got to something else. And he actually had the opportunity to become a part of, I think they call it CRT, Community Reaction Team. Is that what it is? He became a part of that, and then he became a part of the narcotic squad, and now he's on the SWAT team. And just watching him revel in what he gets to do and helping people throughout his day is amazing. He truly takes his business serious. And I look at him and I always say, he is doing for people what most people can't. Most of us don't have the ability to do what these men and women do, nor probably should we. And so I will always, 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 as the Speaker of the House, do everything I can to support the men and women of law enforcement. I'm also, the military is very near and dear to my heart. I spent 12 years in the National Guard. This year, I've been able to spend 3 different times up at Fort Riley with some folks up there. And those people also are serving our state, serving our community. But you are the front line. You are the people that touch people's lives every day. And I just ask you to always keep that in mind, that what you do can have such a positive impact on the people you touch. I want to congratulate you on making it through 14 weeks of basic training. That's longer than what I had to spend in the Army in basic training, so God bless you. I know it's not an easy time. I do hope you enjoy your career. You go out and you make not only your family proud, but your communities proud, and serve them to the best of your ability, and I know you will. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your kind words. It is a tough time right now to be in law enforcement. You just have to turn on the news, probably turn on the news tonight, and you'll probably see a news story that makes it that much more difficult to be in law enforcement. And it matters so much that our elected leaders and our people at the senior ranks in government know, they understand, and they support what law enforcement does. So thank you very much for what you did. Also, in commemoration of your speech today, I would like to present to you a genuine pleather KLETC portfolio that I hope you can use up in Topeka to help keep things organized.
I guarantee you I can.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay, at KLETC, we recognize those student officers who have excelled in various professional skill sets during their basic training. For the 315th, we will start with fitness. Fitness being a key component in any officer's life. It helps them deal with the daily stresses they'll face, and it aids them in supporting a healthier lifestyle, enabling them to better mitigate the dangers they may encounter. During their time at KLETC, all student officers of the 315th remained active and engaged in a fitness routine. However, for a student officer to be recognized for receiving the fitness award, student officer must have successfully completed the following: successful completion of all academic, performance, and skills testing, along with 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, and running the 1.5 miles in 18 minutes or less during their final physical assessment. They must have also logged 200 miles or more running outside of their normal required activities. We have one student officer who met these goals. I would ask Ben Rehagen to join me at the podium. For his efforts during the fitness challenge, we're going to recognize Officer Rehagen of the Overland Park Police Department. During the fitness award challenge, Ben not only exceeded the requirements, but he logged the most miles in that challenge. For his efforts, he's being awarded the fitness medal. He actually logged over 209 miles during his time here. Please join me in recognizing Officer Ben Rehagen for his efforts. Congratulations. KLETC also recognizes student officers who have excelled in academics during their time here. Student officers who have achieved the following criteria will be graduating with academic honors. Please stand as I call your name. And we had one. Officer Daniel Calvert of the Lyon County Sheriff's Office. To receive academic honors, the requirements are a 90% or greater overall written GPA, 90% or greater written final exam, 90% or greater overall performance GPA, 90% or greater overall performance final testing score, and must have completed a minimum of 100 miles logged of running or walking and received no disciplinary actions. Again, please join me in congratulating Deputy Calvert, Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Well done. It's now time for the class president of the 315th Basic Training Class to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the 315th Basic Training Class President, Cooper Ross of the Clearwater Police Department.
To the special guests, families, sheriffs, and chiefs in attendance, thank you for being here. When we first got here on June 19th, most of us had no idea what we were doing or even what it meant to be a law enforcement officer. However, we all had the same reason why. Across the board, everyone's why was generally to help people. As we progressed through the academy, we learned what that truly meant. Helping people as a law enforcement officer encompasses a wide range of responsibilities and may not always be as black and white as it may seem. Trying to ensure that the laws are being upheld, the criminals are being caught, all while making sure that the God-given constitutional rights of those who reside in our jurisdictions are being protected can be a daunting task. While this may be true, the 315th Basic Training Class is prepared for this responsibility. I am under the belief that good character is the foundation for success in all things in life. Success comes as an inevitable byproduct of the character that one possesses. Although some may find success without it, this kind of success cannot be sustained in the long term and will certainly almost lead to an eventual failure if success is not the foundation. Good character is the foundation of the 315th. It is why this class was able to succeed physically, academically, and in every other way during their time here. Each member of this class is an outstanding reflection upon their agency and a blessing to the people who reside in their jurisdictions. Although we are proud to be here today as graduates of KLETC, I believe I can speak for everyone when I say that we are eager to keep learning to become better law enforcement officers with each passing day. We arrived as a collection of individuals with good intentions. Leaving today, I believe that we are a family that is well equipped with the foundation we need to put our good intentions to work. Although we are imperfect officers in an imperfect world, I trust that the officers of the 315th will always act with a pure heart and of sound mind in pursuit of justice and what they know to be morally right in their hearts. Being able to say that you are an officer in the 315th Basic Training Class is something to be proud of because of our dedication to our academics, our commitment to physical fitness, and our desire to help our communities was not something that went unnoticed by those tasked with training us. I am proud to know each member of this class sitting to my left of me. I believe they will serve you and your communities well. Thank you to all the staff of KLETC for helping us get here. as we would not have been able to do it without you. Before I conclude, I would like to leave you with a quote I recently heard. The quote says, "We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light." I encourage the members of the 315th to live in such a way that they can proudly embrace the light, knowing that the only thing the light will expose is a pure heart and good character. Thank you.
So you're going to get something that most class presidents don't get, because the Speaker of the House asked for a representative of the class who was worthy to receive his coin. That doesn't happen very often. Matter of fact, I've never even seen the Speaker's coin, so I hope you show it to me before you leave. Mr. Speaker?
On behalf of the House of Representatives, and I as a representative of the House, it is my pleasure to present you with the Speaker's coin. I am a huge fan of challenge coins, and so I had to get one when I became Speaker, and it's always a lot of fun to share that with folks. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you.
It's also my pleasure, and on behalf of KLETC administration and staff, to present you with this plaque as an appreciation and recognition of you being the 315th Basic Training Class President. Hope that you display it proudly. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of training and our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we've discussed in depth during your time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. A law enforcement officer assumes a great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They've entered the position of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors over our communities. I'll now ask Class President Cooper Russ to lead the class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
315th, please stand. Oath. On my honor.
I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States, the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve.
Cover. 315th, please be seated.
Mr. Speaker, you stole some of my thunder here. But for those of you in the crowd that maybe don't know, in a few moments, you'll be presented with a challenge coin. A challenge coin is symbolic and meaningful and given to someone as a reminder of what they've done or to confirm membership in an organization. This coin today will recognize you all as a graduate of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center. I ask that you carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin is the oath that each of you just affirmed. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, it's been my honor and distinct pleasure to be your class coordinator and a small part of your journey. I wish you nothing but success and happiness in the future. I'll now ask KLETC Associate Director Alvin Sowers to join me on the stage to present the members of the 315th Basic Training Class with their certificates while I present them with a challenge coin. Class President Cooper Russ will announce the names.
Front row, please stand. Sebastian Ariza, Garden City Police Department. Austin Bright, Overland Park Police Department. Daniel Calvert, Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Dylan Cruz, Pittsburgh Police Department. Ryan Dahl, Riley County Police Department. Timothy DeVolt, Overland Park Police Department. Jacob Donovan, Ottawa Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Ryan Franzese, Johnson County Sheriff's Office. Christopher Grove, Johnson County Sheriff's Office. Madeline Gruber, Horton Police Department. Cameron Grip, Colby Police Department. Brett Hawksworth, Fort Scott Police Department. Kevin Leiker, Butler County Community College Department of Public Safety. Ethan Luce, Carbondale Police Department. Tyler Rasmussen, Oberlin Police Department. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Benjamin Rehagen, Overland Park Police Department. Miguel Sanchez, Liberal Police Department. Haley Smallwood, Overland Park Police Department. Sarah Swade, Johnson County Sheriff's Office. Samuel Federon, Riley County Police Department. Emma Tifo, Concordia Police Department. Charles Walker, Harrington Police Department.
And Cooper Ross of the Clearwater Police Department. Third row, return to your seats, please. Third row, be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to our ceremony today. We appreciate that. It's a great crowd out there, and I know the graduates appreciate not only administrators and coworkers, but also the family for sure. It means a lot to them. So here in a little bit, I'll bless each one of these officers as Kansas law enforcement officers. But when we take a break, I encourage you family members to ask them to show you around. There's a few photo opportunities around our campus. There's a statue out in the courtyard. It's a wonderful, nice day. Take advantage of that and take some photos. And back there against the wall, we have a banner as well. So take your time and ask them to show you around and a little bit about what happened here at training. Class 315, would you please stand? On behalf of Director Beck, I hereby certify that each and every one of you have satisfactorily completed the requirements to be law enforcement officers in the state of Kansas. And they've been waiting 14 weeks to hear these final words. Class dismissed.